Ready? Yeah? Okay. So now we have one of our classic sounds in the classic kind of format here for the blues. We call this an up-tempo walking blues. Here's an example. So, we start here in the key of E. What we're doing though is we're going to utilize that open E string there and all its fatness for what it does. We're going to throw its companion here, which is our A string, and that's the B note. What we want to do is let's take this first in parts. We have think of it in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? What we don't want is we don't want 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That would sound like this. Doesn't have the swing factor in it. We need that swing factor, so it's imagine the clock pendulum swinging. Okay, so at that point, we're going to complement that fretted note with our open E string. That is the key, that is home, there we are. And it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, we're on the first step there, playing the blues. At this point, what we want to do is we want to understand, well, there's going to be a second chord shape in there somewhere, so we have to identify what that is. Well, as we know in the lesson here where I talk about the things that make up the chord progression, we have first the key that we're going to play in. That's home. Somebody comes to you and says, well, we're going to play a song in the key of G. Well, you know that G will always be the 1 chord. Okay? So the first component is, what is the key that we're going to play in? We're going to play in the key of G. Most of these songs and the concepts that we're working with in this lesson plan has to deal with a chord progression, a 1, 4, 5 in this case. Some people call it, oh, it's just one of those 3-chord songs. Well, in fact, this would be that formula that they're speaking of. So, the key we're in, the 2 companion chords, we have the 1, we need the 4, and now the 5 chord. That being the 2 and the 3. Key of G, we need the other 2 chords that make up our core 3. The third component is, what order, what pattern are we going to go ahead and play this progression? The last factor being the tempo. The key, the companion chords, the pattern, the order, and the tempo. So if we know in the key of E, our 1 is E, we have, as we're going through our alphabet as well, E, F, G, A is the 4, making B the 5. So many different ways that we can do that. But in this this situation here, we're going to look for a companion to this. All we have to do is drop 1 string lower in the same position where we're at. That is our E. That's our A. E is the 1 in E. A is the 4 in E. Still working with 2 strings. Then we have, naturally, when our finger drops down, we're going to be fretting our D string at that point for the companion for the A, or the 4. Then we have the B bar chord shape, which we can move up here, and we can do.
Blues.